Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Global news reports that the war involving Iran has entered its fifth week with escalating attacks across the Middle East. Iran fired on targets in the Gulf, damaging a desalination plant and setting a refinery ablaze in Kuwait. Sirens sounded in Bahrain. Saudi Arabia intercepted drones, and a gas field in the UAE was hit by debris. Concurrently, American and Israeli airstrikes struck the Islamic Republic, hitting areas around Tehran and Isfahan, and a newly constructed bridge near Karaj. Former Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif has proposed a ceasefire plan, suggesting Iran could limit its nuclear program and reopen the Strait of Hormuz in exchange for sanctions relief. However, diplomatic progress remains elusive, and the conflict continues to drive oil prices significantly higher, impacting the global economy. Over 1,900 people have been killed in Iran, with casualties also reported in Gulf states, the West Bank, and Lebanon due to related fighting. The UN Security Council is expected to discuss ensuring safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz, a critical waterway for global oil and gas transit. CTV News reports that two individuals were found dead following a targeted shooting on school grounds in Brampton late Friday night. Peel Regional Police responded to the Rutherford Road and Weybridge Trail area around 10:23 p.m. According to media officer Laurie McCann, the incident is not believed to be random, but rather a targeted attack that occurred after an altercation involving several people. The victims, identified as a male in his 20s and a male youth, both succumbed to their injuries at the scene. Authorities stated that the suspects fled before officers arrived, and there are currently no descriptions available. A homicide unit has taken over the investigation, with a large police presence canvassing the area for witnesses and evidence. Residents expressed shock and concern about the violence unfolding near St. Joachim Elementary School. Al Jazeera reports that a projectile strike near Iran's Bushehr nuclear plant resulted in the death of one security personnel. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, confirmed the incident, citing Iranian authorities, and stated there was no increase in radiation levels following Saturday's attack. However, the IAEA's Director General Rafael Grossi expressed deep concern and reiterated a call for maximum military restraint to avoid risk of a nuclear accident, noting that auxiliary site buildings may contain vital safety equipment. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi criticized the lack of concern for the plant's safety, stating it was the fourth attack on the facility since the U.S. Israel war on Iran erupted. The strikes on Saturday also targeted several petrochemical plants in the southern Khuzestan region, injuring at least 5 people and damaging complexes like Bandar Imam. Additionally, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, claimed to have shot down an MQ-1 drone over Isfahan province, which houses nuclear sites, hours after forcing down 2 U.S. warplanes. Isfahan was among 3 facilities bombed in U.S. and Israeli strikes last June. NBC News reports that China's Hubei province has intensified its crackdown on the fentanyl trade, a significant point of contention in U.S.-China relations. In recent months, authorities have arrested 7 individuals and shut down more than 200 websites involved in the illicit trade of fentanyl precursors. This announcement closely follows U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to postpone an anticipated trip to China, citing the Iran war. Trump has consistently used tariffs to pressure China into taking more robust action against the export of these chemical ingredients, which are linked to tens of thousands of overdose deaths annually in the USA Fentanyl Precursor Task Force, established in Hubei in December, has investigated 22 cases through February, leading to these arrests and other coercive measures against a dozen individuals. 4 companies have also faced penalties, with one case benefiting from information provided by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency. This operation aligns with an agreement China made in October to curb the precursor trade, in exchange for a reduction in U.S. fentanyl-related tariffs. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.